Hey guys, it's Alyssa with the Andrews Archives, and today we are going to talk about how we start off with our commander deck builds. We don't usually start with a full list of cards. It's harder to personalize and make it our own. So we kind of start with a feeling, a theme, or even just a few cards that give us an idea. So today we're specifically going to be talking about our snow based deck. Jorn, God of Winter. Winter is here deck that I just posted on our other platforms, and how four specific cards kind of shape this entire build. Dylan had the idea for this deck, so he gets all the credit, but he and his friend Jeffrey were talking about different creatures in Magic the Gathering, and they were kind of wondering, are there snow creatures? Currently, there is a blizzard here where we live, and it got them thinking. So Dylan started looking and researching and found these four cards that he wanted to kind of build the deck around. And we were really excited to see there were so many different snow related cards. So the first thing that goes into the deck is what the deck should feel like. Obviously, with Jorn, we wanted lots of snow, freezing permanents, slowing down the table, anything that feels icy, cold, frozen. And once we kind of had this theme of the snow, the cold, the frozen, we had to kind of make sure we were answering the question, does this make the game feel like it's getting colder with each turn? Jorn, God of Winter, promises two things. First of all, he untaps all snow permanents when he attacks. So that was a big necessity when coming up with this video and the deck idea. And second, when we transform him, he gives us access to snow cards that are put into the graveyard, which makes things feel like it's not such a permanent loss. Now, before we move on in the video, I just want to add a quick clarification. Throughout, I am saying the word transform, but what I mean by that is we are actually choosing which side of the card. So Jorn and Cauldron actually don't have that transformability. That's usually where you pay the mana cost to flip to the other side or trigger something which allows you to do that. We actually choose which side we'd like to cast. So we have planned to start off with Jorn, and because of that permanent untap ability, you know he's definitely going to be targeted. So when he dies, we can have him go back to the command zone, or later on in the game, we can cast him as Cauldron, the Rhyme Staff instead. If your commander rewards snow permanents, the deck definitely has to be built to get as many snow permanents in there as possible. And that's what we're doing with this. This is where Jorn transforms into Cauldron the Rhyme Staff, and it really shifts the deck from just advantage with all that extra mana to inevitability, because long games honestly would really end up favoring you because you get to play those snow permanents that were in the graveyard, and it makes it really seem temporary instead of a total loss. Once Jorn flips, winter doesn't end, it keeps on coming. Now, the next card I want to talk about is the Abominable Tree Folk. This is where we really start to see the snow turn into real board impact. The power and toughness lies with the snow, and we've got so many of them out by now that is huge. It's also a lot of pressure, and it only gets worse as the game goes on. The last card I want to talk about is Ascendant Spirit, and this is honestly our win con here. It's not flashy, but again, inevitability. When it comes in early, we're using that excess snow mana. It's growing, it's getting flying, and it really becomes a threat. It also helps us win while the opponents are locked down. Turns all our extra snow mana into a threat that ends up winning the game. Now, why this works. Jorn is going to untap all that snow. Then Cauldron is going to make removal irrelevant, especially once we have that abominable tree folk in there. It's going to control the board, and Ascendant Spirit is going to end up closing the game. Nothing's really complicated. It's just synergy, repetition, and patience. If you can explain your deck's plan in just one sentence, building the rest of it becomes a lot easier. We know we wanted to go with snow, and that is exactly what we did here with this deck. If you are looking for a specific theme or have a commander in mind, what should we do next? Please make sure to let us know down in the comments. So check out our giveaway post that's going on. It's on any of our platforms. You can find